The My Disney Experience app is a super helpful tool that you should become familiar with before you travel. So that way, when you're on your trip, you are able to use it for all of its functions that it offers. So this screen is the screen that I like to use as my jumping off point to get to everywhere else. When you enter the app, you may or may not be brought to this screen. So if you can't find it, because it is a little tricky, the way to get to it is by hitting the bottom right, those three horizontal lines. I like to call them the hamburger. So once you hit the hamburger, you are brought to this screen. If you've used the app in the past, like 2023 and prior to that, there used to be many more tabs. In early 2024, Disney changed the look of it. In some of my older videos, I do reference there used to be a tab or a rectangular box called Future Plans. So that now exists in the list section under my visit. So everything's still there, but they've combined some things into tabs or they've moved them into this list feature down at the bottom. So it might look a little bit different, but everything is still there. So once you've clicked the hamburger and are here, if you click on My Tickets and Passes, that shows you all of your tickets that are booked for any trip that you have planned. So there can be multiple tickets that show up if you've got more than one trip planned. Rides, shows, and lightning lane entry. Clicking into this box and then clicking Today's Plans down underneath My Visit will take you to the same place. I'm going to click on Rides, Shows, and Lightning Lane entry though, and it will take you to Tipboard. So if you are purchasing Genie Plus, if you want to make a Genie Plus selection, if you want to try for virtual queue or purchase an individual Lightning Lane attraction, this is where you're going to go to do all of that. You can see in that purple rectangle box there, it says when you can book. It says 10:40 a.m. So this client can make their next Genie Plus selection at 10:40. And the reason that is that time, if you go to the My Day tab on the right-hand side and click on that, once that populates, you will see they have a Genie Plus selection for Barnstormer from 9:40 to 10:40. So remember with Genie Plus selections, you can't pick your return window. You are given the next available return window. It's different from individual Lightning Lane attractions where you can choose your return window. But if this client, for whatever reason, would choose not to ride the Barnstormer as a Genie Plus attraction before 10:40, their window expires, then they can just go ahead and make another selection. It's 10:24 right now. You can see if they ride it at 10:30, this time will change. And then they'd be able to book their next Genie Plus selection at 10:30 after they have scanned in to the Barnstormer. So sometimes I set an alarm on my phone so I don't have to keep checking my phone. There's lots of things going on at Disney and you can forget very easily about when you can book your next Genie Plus selection. So setting an alarm and paying attention to this particular box is a good idea. If you are not sure ever, just always refer back to this box. It's going to really help you. You're paying for Genie Plus, so you want to get the most use out of it, and you don't want to let time lapse between the time that you're eligible and the time that you actually book another Genie Plus selection. If you go back under My Day, you can see their other plans for the day. They have the Disability Access Service planned for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. They purchased an individual Lightning Lane for Tron. And if you keep scrolling, you can see their other DAS selections for the day. It will also give you some recommended entertainment. So I have other videos that I have in my YouTube channel about setting up your priorities under Tipboard. So That way, Genie service, which is free, the Genie service itself is free, not Genie Plus, it can give you recommendations about when to go where, based off of what you set up in your tip board. Just another thing to pay attention to if you're park hopping or you're like, wait, this says Magic Kingdom, but I'm not at Magic Kingdom. You can change the park to Epcot, Hollywood Studios, or to Animal Kingdom. So going back to the hamburger screen, reserve dining, that's where I make dining selections for clients 60 days in advance. If you choose to make any dining yourself or want to do day of reservations or make any changes, you would go there. Order food is for mobile ordering. So Magic Kingdom, it will show you, and if you click that, I clicked that triangle next to Magic Kingdom, you can click on wherever you are. But Magic Kingdom shows you the 10 locations, and it will allow you to pick whatever restaurant that you want and show you when they have a next arrival window available to you. You can see Cosmic Rays. It says 4 to 19 minutes. So they open at 10:30. It's almost 10:30, but that's why it's not saying now. The closer you get to lunch or the closer you get to dinner time, the times get further out because more people are trying to eat at the more popular times. But you can mobile order. Oh, I did just see real quick, Sleepy Hollow. Really, it says 8 to 23 minutes. They have the wonderful waffles there with all the great toppings. So, I'm hungry at 10:27. I would have to wait at least 8 minutes for the arrival window. I can order it now, but my arrival window would not be for another 8 minutes. So, just shows you as things are popular, the arrival window gets further away. Merchandise checkout. So, if you go into a souvenir shop and the lines are long, you can sort of do a mobile order of sorts for merchandise. So I'm going to click on Emporium. It's going to tell me I'm too far away. If I was actually in Magic Kingdom, it would allow me to go through the process. There are separate cast members within the stores that are standing at booths that say merchandise checkout. And so if you need help with it, they're able to help, but it's a nice, easy way to purchase something without waiting in line. There's the chat with us feature if you need that. Disability Access Service. So if you're eligible and are approved for Disability Access Service Pass, you will have this tab. If you're not eligible and we're not approved for it, you will not have this tab. I'm just going to click on this real quick though, just to show you how it works if you are eligible. So I'm going to go to Astro Orbiter. And if I click on that, it will allow me to you'll see 10:49 a.m. is the DAS return time. If I clicked on that, it would then have my travel party that I would select, and I would say that I wanted that attraction. So going back to my hamburger, today's plans, I'm going to click on that under my visit just to show you it brings you to the exact same screen that the ride, show, and Lightning Lane entry box does. Future plans shows the DAS selections that this client has for all the rest of their trip, as well as dining reservations. So that is all there. Hotel reservations will show you your hotel reservations and where you're staying. Virtual queue, you can get to it this way. If you are trying to join a virtual queue at 7 a.m. or at 1 p.m. And then your photo gallery, and if you've purchased Memory Maker, you just have to activate the photos in order for that watermark to disappear. And then car locator, if in the morning you've parked your car and you're worried about getting lost, then you can just click that and save your vehicle location. So at the end of the night, it's not hard to find your car locator. And my little 2-year-old has joined me for this video, so I'm sorry you're going to hear her in the background now. But there is other options here. Park hours and info. You can see all of the hours for the 4 theme parks, as well as water parks and Disney Springs. And then also look at when park hopping is available, which right now it's available all day long for everyone, as long as we're not in peak season, and sometimes it gets limited. So the other really important place that I want to show you in the app is next to the home, the little house on the bottom of the screen. To the right of that, when you click on that, this has a wealth of information. So I'm going to click on that arrow that's pointing down next to the word entertainment and go to wait times. And once you click on wait times, and I'm going to, there we go. You're going to filter at the top, and I'm going to click on Magic Kingdom because that's where my client is right now. And I'm going to say hide list. You can either look at it this way, if you choose to look at it this way, or you can do show list and then scroll through here, and that shows every attraction and how long the wait time is. So the good thing is, if you're waiting for like a Genie Plus return window and you're in Fantasyland and you don't want to stray too far from Fantasyland, you can just look at this and say, okay, well, we're really close to the carousel. Let's go do that. It's a short wait time. The other great things to look at on this, in this particular section of the app, characters. You know, you've got kids that want to see certain characters. In the documents that I send out, I have information about the characters and where they are, but Disney is constantly updating these things. So it is good to like look at this and know where they are and know who your kids want to see. Mirabelle, super popular right now. Once you click on that, it has all of her appearances. You know, it says 12 p.m. Just know, so she starts at 12 p.m. That line will start forming earlier than 12 p.m. She's a newer character, a newer meet and greet. So people line up for her ahead of time. And then maybe by 12:10, the line is already closed to meet her. So you'd have to then wait for the next appearance. So be paying attention to that. And anytime, of course, there's a new character from a new movie, they get a little more popular. So you can do characters, you can do entertainment. So Dapper Dans are always fun to see, but it also will show you the parade, the flag retreat, which is a really nice thing to watch at 5 p.m. every day. And always you can do the show list or you can do hide list. Restrooms, if you need to find a restroom easy, this is the way to do it. And again, using that filter feature to just turn on the park or wherever you are is the best thing to do, so you're not crowded with information from all 4 parks. So everything that you could possibly want to look for, like a wait time or find within the park, is here. Resort hotels are all here, and once you click on them, so this is another helpful feature. I just clicked on the contemporary. If I were to click on get directions, and then I type in, let's say I am at Sleepy Hollow right now. The app is not allowing me to type as fast as I am typing. Sleepy Hollow, and then I want to get to Bay Lake Tower. It's then going to show me see walking directions. So anything that you want to find, you can find, or anything that you're not sure how to get to, whether you use the bus, whether you use the monorail, whether you can walk, you can use that get directions feature and find the closest way to get to a location on property. So lots of helpful things within the app that are worth looking at and exploring. You know, not all of this is live before your visit, but it does become live once you are on property. This I also just want to show before I end the video, because I know it's getting long. I didn't show this earlier, but if you go back to the hamburger and hit hotel reservations, this shows the hotel. I'm not going to click on show room number, but you can do that. You can unlock door, you can view charges, you can see bus times. So if you guys are back in the hotel and getting ready and you're like, okay, we hurry up everyone because we don't want to miss the next bus to get to Magic Kingdom. Look at see bus times and it sort of tells you, okay, do you have like 5 minutes to spare or do you have 20 minutes to spare? It's not showing it right now because I'm in Maryland and not in Florida, and it doesn't have a bus available from Maryland, unfortunately. But that get directions feature is also there. So lots of different options under that hotel reservation section. So really good to play around with the app before you travel. There are guest experiences teams in all 4 parks. They wear blue and they're under blue umbrellas. And if you ever have questions or make some sort of mistake with the app, they are the people that can fix things usually once you're on site. So keep an eye out for them. And I'm happy to help my clients with the app, walking you through if you need further help. But this video just gives you a good basic introduction to the app.